Welcome to Livecast with AdziMagic and not Faux Person because she's still having a little break. Today we interview Stephenbazza, a butcher, streamer, handsome, all-round, awesome, genuine guy. Sit back, relax and enjoy.
Hi, I'm Stephenbazza and this is Livecast with AdziMagic and not Faux Person.
What? You alright?
You look dashing, Adzi.
Thanks, mate.
I like your shoulders.
It's these shoulders. It's a bit warm in here.
Yeah, it looks
very warm in my room. Hold on. That's better.
There we go.
Right, Stephen, welcome to Livecast. I'm your host, AdziMagic. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
How are you?
I'm very good. I'm very excited to have you on today. Although
Yeah.
I haven't got any tissues. I've only got this to wipe my eyes with later. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. So, first question is always your name. How did you come up with it? So we'll do that first, but then we're going to have to backtrack because we're going to talk about how you and I met across the Twitch planes. Yeah.
So originally, my name was Stephen Barney on Twitch, which obviously Barney is just a nickname for my surname. But in a lot of channels that I went into, the streamers would read it wrong, and they would call me Stephen Barry instead of Stephen Barney. So I'm obviously I didn't really think Stephen Barry sounded that great when lots of streamers kept calling me it. So I was like, well, Bazza is a slang term, so I thought, oh fuck it, I'll just change it to Stephenbazza, and then nobody can get it wrong that way, and they don't have to feel awkward about it, and it, you know, and now it's just stuck, and people actually call me Bazza more than my first name.
Yeah. I think I always refer to you as Bazza.
And I've come really accustomed to it as well. Like it feels kind of strange when someone does call me by my actual name.
Because obviously only a very few OGs will know you as Stephen Barney.
Yeah.
So obviously that's how we met.
Yep.
Watching a middle-aged twerking bot.
Yeah.
Sorry, Killerpod Dad. We love you very much, and we wouldn't be here without you.
No, it's very true.
Yeah, so I think I can't remember which one of us followed him first, but
I was definitely there after you.
But I think it was only a matter of a couple of weeks. It was really quite because I wasn't sure when you came in if you had been an existing follower. Do you know what I mean? You know when someone new comes in and you're like, I don't recognise that name, and this guy's very chatty. So I assumed you'd already knew him. But anyway, so I was gifting subs to KBD to be number one on the leaderboard, and some twat decided, I'm going to gift one more than Adzi, because that would be funny, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So got himself on the leaderboard.
That was this twat.
Yeah, ahead of me. And then obviously this twat gifted more, and then that twat gifted even more. I think I even ended up calling you a twat in his chat. So stop being a twat.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So I think we both started off with this mutual love for each other.
100%.
That way. And then I remember you must have followed me off the back of, because obviously I didn't ever like self-promo, but KBD would occasionally say, oh, Adzi streams, you should check him out. So I think you followed me and then you started coming into my streams.
Yeah.
And that is how...
Then you realised I wasn't that much of a twat, just a little bit.
Yeah, I realised that you're a twat, but you're very handsome, so I just let you get away with the twattiness. It's fine. You know, you're pleasing to the eye.
Thank you.
What can I say? So, right, how did you get into streaming and why?
Right. So what happened was I bought a new PC, and obviously I was heavily involved in Killer's community at the time and yours. And he really wanted he this was when he had like an Xbox, so he really wanted to know what sort of specs could handle what. So my very first original stream was a testing stream for my PC to show that it could handle playing a game, streaming, having a camera on, all that sort of stuff. And then when I started up the stream, I think like 10 or 12 people just all of a sudden like just turned up straight away, and I was like, "The fuck is this?" Like, no, you're not meant to be here. Like, no one's meant to. Like, I done it at like 9, 10 o'clock at night, thinking like, yes, all right, like no one's gonna notice that I've, And then I'm pretty sure like as soon as I did it, you were shouting me out in your fucking Discord, and Killer was shouting me out in his Discord, and I was like a nervous wreck. Like, I literally, I couldn't even read chat. Like, there was people talking. I was just literally ignoring everybody. Like, and I was playing games with Tony Lee, and Tony Lee was reading my chat for me, going, yeah, they're saying, and I was like, yep.
She did a great job as well.
Yeah, she did, and that was literally like I couldn't even look at the other monitor. I was like, nope, I don't want to look. Nope. So that was how the very, very first stream ever happened.
Yeah, because I didn't even know. Ross texted me because obviously he was involved
in setting it all up for me,
helping you set it up. So yeah. I had no idea, and then Ross texted me and said, "Bazza's live." So I came in, and as soon as I saw you, I shouted you out in my Discord, and then I think KVD shouted you out in his Discord, and you literally
had like all these people like come in, and I was like, and because Ross came in, and at first it looked like an absolute bag of shit because I didn't know what I was streaming on, I didn't know what I was supposed to be using, and he literally took over for like in 20 minutes or something, and then just went dunk 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 dunk, and then just that's it. He was like, there you go, that all looks fine now, audio sounds good. I was like, okay, and that was it. And yeah, so it was ever since then. I wasn't even actually planning on streaming again after that.
I remember that we had a conversation, and I said, "Did you enjoy it?" And you said no.
Yeah, I fucking hated every second of it. And then you said, you was talking to me like you said, and you said, you've already got your 50 followers, you've already got people that are coming in to watch you, why don't you just go for affiliate? So I think I took like a week or so. Yeah. I didn't really do anything. And then I was like, do you know what? Fuck it, I'll put one on and see what happens. And then the same thing happened. There was like, I don't know, 8-10 people sort of turned up straight away as soon as I started.
But it's without a camera, wasn't it, the first couple?
No, I did have a camera, but I kept refusing to turn it on until like halfway through the stream, when everyone was moaning, kept complaining. Yeah.
Because just put it in context, everyone realised how handsome Stephen was from the first camera stream he did, the test one. So obviously, when he didn't have a camera on, people were like, "For fuck's sake, we just want to see your pretty face."
You can take that as you will. My personal preference is that I connect to streamers better when they do have cameras. Yeah. So I listened to you anyway, and I did the 7 days, and I got affiliated in 7 days because I'd done the right amount of hours. I'd done the 7 separate streams, and I think my average was probably about 8.6 or something. I can't remember it being or something. Really high, to get affiliate, but that's only because obviously, like, I think I might have known Fungusite at this point as well, because I'm sure him and some of his community were coming in as well.
I think they were, yeah.
And there was your community and Killer's community, obviously. At the very beginning, all of your three communities just sort of popped in and out and kept the average well above for me. So it's I was just very fortunate with the people I knew and that were able to come in and watch. So, and then after that, it was just don't know, I just carried on, I guess.
But dial it back 6 months or so before that. You obviously randomly, because going in and out of streams and being well known and because you're a very active community member, so you would follow and support everyone.
Yeah.
You'd already got 50 followers on your account, and I said to you, I want a bedtime story stream, because I remember one of the first times hearing you play with KBD, or I think you, me, and him played together in like a trios, and listening to your voice, and I said to you, you've got a really nice voice. I reckon you'd do really well reading like bedtime stories. You'd send me right to sleep, like with just like your beautiful tones. And you were like, yeah, whatever. And then I said, well, what about we do a thing where if we can get you to 1,000 followers, you'll do a just one stream, a bedtime story stream. And so for about 6 months prior to you even streaming the first time, that was
have that in my bio.
Your bio. Yeah.
Yep.
If I get to, please don't follow. If I get to 1,000, as he said, or I promised Adzi.
Yeah, it's your bedtime story. I did. That still sticks true. I still will. But there is also a redeem for it now at 100,000 channel points.
But we're halfway there already.
I think you're over halfway there. Tony Lee is, I think.
Yeah, so I am. I think I've got 60k. She's got 68, I think.
Yeah,
something like that. But I mean, you're also over halfway there on the followers. So
that's true. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
You know, so it's coming soon to a Twitch theatre near you.
Two streams in a row of bedtime stories.
Are you not? Is it only redeemable once, or are you just going to keep it on there?
I'll just keep it on there. I mean, it's a lot of channel points that I have to collect, isn't it?
I'm going to save mine up for all the time.
Know. But you're going to get a freebie if I get to 1,000 followers anyway.
Yeah, that's true. So you've got 3 between me, Tony Lee, and your 1,000 followers.
Yeah, exactly.
Get in there. Get in there. So, your Twitch story began before, obviously. So am I right in thinking you haven't been around Twitch a long time?
So
couple of years.
I don't actually know how old my actual account is. I've watched Twitch for pretty much the entirety of the time Fortnite has been out. Okay. But I didn't always have an account, so I would watch Twitch on my PlayStation without an account, or like on my console. Because I was always interested in the competitive side of Fortnite. I'd always watch FNCS, I'd always watch all them sorts of stuff. Mm-hmm. Then I did eventually get an account, a proper one. I was never a part of any communities. I was never a part of, I never spoke in people's chats. I never did any of that until the point where I met KBD.
Yeah.
That was the first stream that I'd been in that I'd ever really spoken in.
And why particularly that bot did you decide, oh, this is a guy I want to talk to?
Well, honestly, it was a very difficult time for me in my personal life. My father had just gone into hospital, and he was in a coma for a month. And I think I used Twitch as an escape.
Yeah.
So when I found Killer's channel, and they were all very supportive, or all of you were. I don't ever speak about this sort of stuff with my dad. But during that time, it was my escape from everything. So when I turned up, and within, like I say, about a month of being there, and I'd met you, Tony Lee, Gaza, Yeti, Jesse, KBD, obviously, and you all just very welcoming people, all of you.
Yeah.
And you all had a lot of time of day for everybody, including me, someone that you didn't even really know. And I think that's probably why I ended up getting involved with Twitch, to be honest, and I have been ever since. Yeah. So yeah, that's why really. But before that, I didn't have a reason to escape anywhere.
No. And do you think part of the reason you still stayed involved is because obviously it helped you through that?
Yeah, I've met so many amazing people since I've started Twitch. Not even since I started streaming. Like I just mean in Twitch in general. Like
Yeah.
plus the people that I've just spoke about, like yourself and Tony Lee and Gazza and KBD and that. You know, I've met Fungicide, Ellen Kaida, Smothered Butter, Kit. You know, Kit is probably one of my best friends now.
Yeah.
And they're someone that I've met on Twitch, but I talk to them nearly every day.
Yeah.
And
You know, that's literally all
it
you're going to get is Kit is going
it's
to clip that part of this video. Kit is one of my best friends, and
possibly,
then that's it.
but it's the truth.
Yeah.
You know, and every time I meet someone new, through extension of somebody else, I meet somebody else new that I like as well. Do you know what I mean? Like through Kit, I met Regan,
Yeah.
who made my emotes and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and now I'm friends with Regan as well. And it's just like every time I meet somebody new, it's just it's more and more friends at the end of the day. You know, more people you know, more people you can play games with, more people you can do whatever with.
Yeah.
And for me, you know, as you know, I work a hell of a lot, and I have a
Well,
son.
not recently, but you know.
Not recently. No, not at the beginning of January. I didn't work too much then. No, to be fair, I didn't work a lot then. But you know, and besides from work and Twitch, you know, obviously I've got my missus Liz, and I've got my son Tristan. So like fitting all family time and then actually going out of the house to go and socialize that way is difficult. Whereas this, I can still be with my family and socialize at the same time.
Yeah.
And still look after the business. It's sort of like it works for me.
And speaking about business, so even before you started streaming, you'd introduced some of your staff members to
Yeah. Yes.
Twitch. So like Bells, Liam,
Yep.
and it was how did that come about? I know they met KVD because he came. Was that how they got into it, or were they into it before? Did they start to say, Stephen, what is this you're doing all the time, every day on your phone at work?
Yeah, probably partly
Stephen.
that. Yeah, probably partly that. No, I mean, I just said like, you know, if you're bored or whatever and you got free time, like, and you're not doing anything, pop in. And that was literally how it started. And
Yeah.
I mean, I think Liam's in yours a hell of a lot now.
No,
I mean,
not as much.
he's just had his baby, you know, literally like 2 days ago now.
Adzi Junior.
I don't quite think that's his name, but we'll let it go on for this one. So yeah, and that's kind of how that came about. I thought, well, you know, if I can get my friends involved to support my other friends online, why not?
Yeah, because it's.
It doesn't cost them anything.
No,
So,
and did you ever think? Because this is the strange thing for me is obviously like meeting KBD and meeting you in person, like. You don't know what to expect for one thing, and you don't ever think, "Oh, I'm going to meet these people one day." Do you know what I mean? You're just chatting, playing video games together, like having a good laugh, like every single night, without the thought of, yeah, we actually live in like an hour or so away from each other. It's actually possible we could just jump in the car and. I mean, me
Literally.
and KBD are 10 minutes away from each other.
I was going to say you're very close to each other, aren't you?
So. Yeah, it's one of those. It's such a strange thing. But obviously, I wanted to make sure we mentioned Liam. This is the second podcast as well that he's had a mention on. Because Kate's first, and now yours. But because he said he was very excited to watch this one.
Bless him.
Hello, Liam. I hope
Hi, Liam.
fatherhood's treating you well. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, you're done now.
You've had your moment.
Yeah, Liam, don't worry. You don't need to watch or listen to the rest of this podcast. It's fine. You've had your moment.
That's it.
Move on. Right, so let's talk about channel growth, community, things like that. So for you, your channel's currently on 545 followers, which, considering the short period of time that you've been streaming, is insane, the number of followers you have. But I know, because you tell me every single day, you're not that bothered about the follower numbers, because as long as you've got Go on, what you say? How many people you've got in chat? You tell me this every day.
Yeah, well, I said the followers doesn't really matter. I would rather have people talking in my chat, and as long as I've got 5, 10 people that want to come and watch, then I'm happy to stream. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, as long as somebody wants to come in and watch, I'll be happy to stream.
yeah,
Obviously, there's no point streaming if you have 0 viewers. You might as well just play offline. But if you've got a couple of people that want to come in and chill out and hang out and watch you stream, then I'm all for it. Like that. That's what it's about for me. Is having fun. I'm not there to make money. I'm not there to ask for donations or subs or bits, and it's not my dream to become a streamer. Do you know what I
no,
mean? That's not my end goal. This is my hobby. This is my enjoyment. I do it for fun, and it will never change. Like no matter what happens, whether I become successful in streaming or not, like
yeah,
I only do it because I enjoy it. The moment I don't enjoy it, I won't do it, and
yeah.
that's as simple as that.
No, that's fair enough. And you don't mind me saying, but you had a moment, didn't you?
Yes.
You had a little wobble, and
Yeah,
I
I did.
think probably because you were so busy and working so hard over Christmas. Because being a butcher, everyone wants your meat. I had to get that in there.
You had to slip it in somewhere, didn't
Yeah.
you?
Oh, slip it in, eh?
That's it, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you had to. You were obviously working a
Yeah,
lot, and I think it took its toll.
it was the Valorant stream just after Christmas.
Yeah.
And I'm very new to Valorant. I'm not very good at it. And afterwards I was just like, do you know what, I really didn't enjoy the whole stream. Like I felt really like, and I'd never felt like that one. Like even if I felt like a bag of shit at the beginning of a stream, by the end of it I still felt good. I had a good time. I played
Yeah.
games with my mates. We had a laugh like that, and I always felt good afterwards. That was the first stream that I turned it off, and I was like, do you know what? I felt like shit, and I was like, I don't actually know if I want to stream again. I just didn't really enjoy myself at all. But like you say, I think I was probably just very overtired from December,
Yeah.
and then I tried to do too much. Do you know what I mean? So
Burning the candle at both ends as well, because there's a pressure, isn't there? You probably didn't necessarily need to, because I know you still streamed a few times in December,
yeah,
but even then, you probably could have taken the whole month off and it wouldn't have mattered. But
yeah.
but I think coming back and obviously playing a game that you didn't enjoy, because we had the discussion about what was the game you played the other day?
A Life is Strange.
Life is Strange. Yeah,
That
which
was so slow, and
yeah,
I couldn't get into it, and I was sat there and I was like, I'm really bored playing this, and I
but
felt really bad because Kit had gone out their way to buy it for me.
oh,
Yeah, and I
sorry,
was like,
Kit.
I was trying my best to get into the game, but it took so long to do anything, and I was like,
Yeah,
I'm just gonna put words on stream on this. I can't just sit here and play this. Like I'm so bored playing it. But I will probably, what I'll do is so that I don't waste Kit's money. I will probably just do like a Discord stream, so like
yeah,
Kit and everyone can come in if they want to watch, and I'll do it there so they can chat to me like voice chat.
yeah,
And we can sort of do it that way. It'll be a bit more fun, I feel like, for everybody involved. So I'll do that so that I still play the game, so it's not a waste.
yeah. Makes sense. And I guess shout out to the streamers who do play those games. Do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
we've
I just couldn't.
we've tried a few different ones between us on stream, and
Hmm.
some are a real struggle to like. If you're not enjoying it, you automatically think straight away, well, if I'm not enjoying it, then
Nobody
surely
else is enjoying it.
surely the people, unless they're weird, they're taking enjoyment out of your non-enjoyment of the game. But it's one of those things, isn't it? But I was going to move on to, like, obviously we'll talk about Fortnite later, but you have become a bit of a mini game streamer recently
Yeah.
with Words on Stream. Obviously, you
Yeah.
discovered chat fights through Trusted Angel.
Yeah.
We done what is to date my best ever stream, which we did together, our tournament. And I don't know about you, but I've literally had people non-stop asking me when the next one is, what we're doing next, when we're Honestly, people loved it so much, and that was just the 1v1 chat fights, which was your baby, your idea. I just
Well, I
literally,
mean, like you say,
stuck my hand up and was like, "I'll do it with you."
I have to give credit to Trusting Angel, because if he didn't show me the game,
Yeah,
I never would have. I never would have found it to be able to even play it in the first place. For you to have seen it and then us do a tournament, so all credit to him for showing it. And he's such a nice guy as well, Angel, because he's the sort of guy that whatever ideas he has and stuff, as long as you don't totally rip him off, obviously, which is understandable, he'll help you out of anything. And he's like, yeah, it's cool, do it, man. This is where you find it. This is how you do it. And and that was it. And next, like 5 minutes later, I had chat fights downloaded. So, but it was a very good stream. Even though I woke up 15 minutes late because I'd actually fallen asleep beforehand. And you was all waiting for one of the hosts to turn up.
Because I'll be here in a minute. I promise. I just kept saying, can everyone just keep checking? Is he live yet? Is he live yet? Is he live yet? Is he live yet? No.
And then I literally, instead of going live, I came into your chat.
Came straight into my chat. I was like, why aren't you live? Get out!
Yeah. But no, it was a very good stream. It was very enjoyable. And obviously, we're definitely going to be doing something else. Not possibly chat fights, but we'll find something else that we can do, definitely.
We've already had a little conversation, haven't we?
We have, yeah. But we don't want to do them too close to each other all of the time. No. Because one, obviously, it's money at the end of the day. And two, I feel like they lose their appeal if you're going to do them every month.
Yeah.
So every sort of maybe 2-3 months, I think, we'll do something like that. Gets hyped up a little bit then, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Less is more.
Yeah.
And I certainly, on that, learnt from you, and because I'm terrible for it. I would literally stream 7 days a week because I can. I've got nothing else, nothing in my life.
No, but you have the freedom. You have the choice to do it.
I've got the choice and the freedom to do it, and I do 5 days a week, and then I watch you who does 3 is what you aim for.
It's max. 3 is my max.
I'd say probably average about 2.5.
Yeah, if Tristan goes to bed, on time, you'll get a stream. If he doesn't, then you won't get a stream.
But that is kind of a less is more scenario, I think, because obviously I think people want to be part of your streams. I'm not saying more I am saying they want to be part of your streams more than my community wants to be part of mine sometimes, I think, because I think in a way you get taken for granted. Oh, he's on 5 days a week. I can see him tomorrow if I'm busy tonight. Whereas with you, it's like, shit, if I miss Stephen's Wednesday stream, I can't see him till Saturday.
Yeah.
And what if he's not on Saturday?
And I mean that's not actually the reason why I did it, but 3 nights is enough for me. I have a lot going on, and I'm glad that I don't do more than 3 because, like I said, the more I've been involved in Twitch and the more people I've met, the more people want to play games with you, the more other streamers want me to play games with them and stuff, and it's like it's so difficult to fit everybody in all of the time. And I'm the kind of person that I feel bad if I can't get around to playing games with people, and I know you take the piss out of me for it, and you proper thrive on it sometimes. I can see your face.
No, never.
Fucking hell, I can literally see you smirking.
I never wind you up about it.
Literally coming to chat. I've just played 5 games of Adzi. He'll come in and go, "Oh, you never play games with me."
Why don't you ever invite me?
And it's difficult, because I do, and that's why, on a lot of my streams previous to Christmas, during Christmas, I didn't really do so many community sort of nights because it was never guaranteed what time or how much I was going to be able to. Because, like you said, I'm very busy over Christmas, but prior to that, I was always doing sort of most of the community plays 0 builds, so I don't mind playing that. And I was finding different 0 build maps where not just all zone wars or anything, but fun sort of games that everybody could get involved in. And I'd done that the other night actually for the first time in a long time, and I think we actually maxed out to 16 players doing it. So
we maxed out the red versus blue on the build night. as well.
Yeah. So, and I think people do want to get involved and do want to play, and I think that's a big part of like streaming for me. Is like I said, I just want to play games with people, like,
Yeah,
and sometimes, yeah, I mean, I feel selfish sometimes because it's like I want to go and play ranks, or I want to
yeah,
go sort of, and then I do. I look back and I think, oh, I feel really bad now because I haven't like included this person or that person, or but I do. I honestly, I try my fucking best to get everybody involved as much as I can. But it's hard sometimes. So it is what it is, I guess sometimes.
yeah. I mean, I certainly recently I've been looking at, so like Special K and Clay. So Clay has got the queue where you exclamation mark queue or join or whatever it is,
Yeah,
and he queues up people and he plays like one or two games with them and moves on. Special K does
yeah,
it with the marbles, and I keep thinking to myself, that's definitely something that I could implement on the nights, because there are some nights where I just want to play
games,
Fortnite.
actual battle
Yeah,
royale games. Yeah,
yeah, but then my community's like, can we play zone mods? Can we do this? Can we do that? And I'm always just like, yeah, sure, okay, if that's what you want to do,
yeah,
that's what we'll do. But obviously, I'm shit at zone wars because half the community have fucking cracked out their minds, so
yeah.
they shit all over me. So I just end up spectating and commentating, which I don't mind. I think that's why the commentary is
Your commentary's on point. To be fair,
become part of and parcel of my, like, when I do like chat fights and marbles and stuff
stuff.
like that,
Yeah, you're very good at it.
because I have to spend a lot of time spectating. You on the other hand, live far longer than I do,
Sometimes, not all
because
the
you're
time.
a lot better
Sometimes.
at Fortnite than I am. And this is one thing, you're probably one of the most humble guys I've met on Twitch. Like, genuinely, we have a little moment here. I love you very much and think the world of you. And I don't think you ever give yourself enough credit as to how good a Fortnite player you are. Because you're always like, oh yeah, I'm alright, and I could probably improve on this. But you're actually fucking brilliant and like really entertaining to watch play. Like, the particularly builds, because obviously it blows my mind how people like you can, build and
Build.
kill people at the same time. Like, my tiny brain is like, it just
I
doesn't
mean,
work.
I think, it's funny because we did have a small discussion earlier, didn't we? And I sort of said, like, I don't think I'm a bad player. I think I'm probably slightly above average in the grand scheme of Fortnite players.
Mm.
But the problem is, obviously, I watch a lot of competitive players and a lot of creative players.
Yeah,
And it's like the skill level between them and me, I obviously don't feel like I'm a good player.
yeah,
So it's not like I'm putting myself down. I'm probably just comparing myself to the very wrong kinds of players who are obviously, sort of Fortnite kids who have spent 12, 14 hours a day, every day during COVID, and are like cracked out their heads.
yeah,
And like, you're never going to keep up with it when you have a full-time job, a family,
yeah,
and you can only play for 2, 3 hours a night if you're lucky. So I guess that's probably all it is. It's not that, like I said, I don't think I'm a bad player, but I just probably compare myself to the wrong players. That's all.
yeah. I think if you're comparing yourself to the community, even the wider community, as in the ones that we go and watch and maybe don't
Mm,
take part in or play, but we still watch their streams and stuff, you're up there with the best of those. Certainly, I've like you. We were talking about Clay, that he's a very good player,
yeah,
and he's up there as well. Just Jay, Dragon. You've got some really good streamers. I'm gonna shout out Rob as well, because otherwise I get upset. Like, really good streamers, like, in our community, that are very, 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 very good at Fortnite. And
yeah,
yeah, I've always felt like, I guess I compare you to me, and I think you're brilliant. Do you know what I mean? Because you're that much
yeah,
better than I am. But you compare yourself to, like, Booger, and think,
yeah.
yeah, I'm average.
I'm okay. Yeah, that's exactly.
You're my
that
Booger.
is- I fucking wish I was.
But I don't know, like, when the one thing I wanted to talk about with your streams is your inventiveness. So, as a streamer, it is important to think about ideas that are going to help entertain your audience. Because effectively you're hosting. So you're not just streaming. You're hosting an event. You're
Yeah,
an
it's
entertainment.
entertainment. Yeah.
So as soon as you go live, people come in and watch you because they want to be entertained, and they've been entertained previously, so they keep watching you. And one thing that you are fantastic at, always coming up with new ideas. I don't know where you pull these things from. Like the build school that you did recently went down an absolute storm. Like the stream numbers were incredible. Like the number of viewers that you retained that whole stream, the number of people that wanted to get involved as well. I think you underestimated yourself.
Yeah.
How many people were going to want to be?
Yeah, I did. To be fair,
Part
I'm
of it.
so lucky that I had Jay and Dragon to help me. I would have been absolutely fucked otherwise.
And
there's no way I'd have been able to do it all by myself.
I asked Jay, because he was teaching me. I said, how much prep time did you get to chat about what you were going to do?
We didn't have any.
And Jay was like, well, literally when we joined the lobby about 5 minutes ago. Like, he was like, Bazza just said to do, so you basically said teach them the basics. They instantly knew, obviously being Fortnite players, what the basics were. And then you came in and you asked Jay, you said, Adzi, can you get Jay to jump in Discord? And he was like, you were like, what have you taught him? And he was like, oh, I've taught them this, 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 and this. And you were like, yeah, that's exactly what I've just taught. And I thought, wow, these guys are brilliant. They must have coordinated this from the outside, planned it, written it all down. No.
Not all. There was literally, our prep talk was me saying, hey, Jay, Dragon, want to help me teach some people that play Zero Builds how to build? And they said, yeah, sure, why not? And that was it.
And I was cranking 90s before the end of the evening.
Oh, no. And triple ramping. I see it all.
Very slowly.
Doesn't matter. So you've got to start off slow.
Because we were talking, I like to watch. It's hard to watch sometimes, like FNCS building, because
it's crazy.
Like, I feel like I'm gonna have some sort of fit sometimes.
It is crazy.
Like, it goes so fast. But the game we were talking about, the one thing that differentiates Fortnite from all the other battle royales is the building.
Yeah.
And that is why the game was invented with the building in mind, and that is the foundation of Fortnite. And I almost feel dirty sometimes playing Zero Build all the time, because I'm basically a Zero Build player, and that's all I do. But sometimes I feel like, I'm not utilising the game to its fullest. It's almost like I'm only playing Fortnite for one creative map,
Yeah. No, I mean, it definitely was the premise of the game was to have the building, and it's what's kept the game alive for so long, because, like you say, it's unique. No other game has that. But, Epic are very smart. Of course, they bring Zero Builds in for the players that can't keep up with the builders, for new players that have never built before. Mm-hmm. It's a very fun, light-hearted game, isn't it? It's nothing too serious like COD and Apex and things like that, which when you look at sort of the graphic designs and things, it's a very serious-looking games, aren't they?
Yeah.
So bringing Zero Builds in was just very smart. And I don't think anybody should feel dirty for just playing Zero Builds. A lot of people only play Zero Builds. Yeah, so, but if you've got somebody that that's willing to teach you how to build, then you should try and learn, I feel like, just because it just makes the game more fun. It gives you something else to do. You don't always have to just do Zero Builds. You can do something else.
And it opens up so many more game modes in creative.
Yes.
Because creative was primarily built for people who have built maps for building.
Yeah.
So the Zero Build side of creative is tiny compared to the build side. So
exactly. So, it's definitely worth trying to learn, I feel like.
because I don't know about you, I get the stigma of like I'm 42 years old, and if I ever have a conversation with people who have no idea that I stream or anything, and I say, oh yeah, I'm a Twitch streamer. What's that? Well, I play video games and I stream it and people watch me. Like, oh, what games do you play? I'm like, Fortnite. Isn't that for kids? You're a 42-year-old man playing a kids game.
Do you know what? The thing that always bugs me about people that say that is, aren't all video games intended for kids? Yes, they might have an 18 slapped on the front of the case, but are they not really all aimed at kids?
Yeah.
They are, so no matter what game it is, they're all aimed at kids or teenagers. It makes no fucking difference what game you're playing as long as you enjoy it. That's the whole thing to most things, really, isn't it? As long as you're enjoying it, they can fucking slap what label they want on it saying it's for a kid or blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I enjoy it, so I'm going to fucking keep playing it.
No, fair play. And I know, obviously, with regard to like the game side of things, you've been talking about the finals and a few other games that you're like you want to play, you want to try. What is the burning desire to step away from Fortnite and try other games? What are you thinking? You just want to mix it up, or
I don't think it's a case of just stepping away as such from Fortnite, because as you can tell, I always end up back on Fortnite. Course, yeah. I always want to try all these new games, but I end up just playing Fortnite. But I do actually enjoy playing new games, learning the new mechanics of other games and seeing if I'm actually going to be any good at it. And the thing is, if you don't play it for long enough, you're never going to be good at any game. Yeah, I've got half decent aim, but that'll only get you so far in anything that you play. So yeah, I just want to try new games, because not everybody's always going to want to play Fortnite either. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's nice if you've got an option and say, oh, actually, yeah, I've played that before, I don't mind playing that, rather than, oh, I've never played that, and then they've got to carry your butt ass across every single game for the next 2 hours because you've never fucking played it. It's not that fun. No.
Or in my case, playing Fortnite with me is carrying my butt ass for hours.
No.
It's fun. Don't worry. I know my place. Right, a couple of other stats. So you've streamed for 157 hours, right? Which is just over 6 full days. GG's. And on Twitch Tracker, you're ranked 84,365th streamer. So you're in the top 100,000 streamers in the world.
That good?
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you think? How many Twitch streams are there? There's millions of them. And you're 84,365th.
Oh.
And like, to give you some context, I think when I looked earlier, KBD was 58,000, so he's not that far ahead of you.
Wow.
Compared to, and I'm lower than you. I think my last look I was 102,000th, so I'm not even in the top 100. I normally am. But
how do they work these stats out?
It's on average viewers. So the higher your viewer average, the higher you go in the list. So it's not on. So it's not on followers. Not on. So if you've got like 100,000 followers, but you're only getting 15 viewers, you're going to be way down the list. But obviously, because you've been averaging 30 plus in your last few streams, that's why you've been going up and up and up. So.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I did not realise that. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's a really good achievement. I'm very proud of you. I said it before.
Thank you.
I feel solely responsible for creating Stephenbazza.
You are definitely a big part of it. You are definitely a big part of it, 100%.
No, but I feel like as a streamer, I remember after your first couple of streams, we were chatting all the time. I mean, we chat all the time anyway, but we were chatting all the time about how you were feeling, and you kept saying, "Oh, I really don't like the camera. I really don't like the camera."
Yeah, I really didn't.
But I'm really enjoying the streams. And I said to you after about a week, like how much you're reading, because I know you won't mind me saying, like,
No, you're fine.
you were worried about reading chat because you were saying you're not the best at reading, even though we've discovered you're an absolute beast at Words with Friends. So,
I'm okay at it.
not Words with Friends, Words on Stream.
It's on stream, yeah. I'm okay at it.
But I said to you after about a week, like, the amount you've improved reading your chat is insane. And you were like, has it? Really? I haven't really noticed. But how do you feel now? Because you must notice now.
Yeah, like obviously I try to attend to the chat more than I do my game most of the time.
Yeah.
Like there's probably been multiple clips where I'm probably walking in a straight line and get fucking sniped, or because I'm reading something that someone's wrote. But I'd rather do that because the thing that I look at is they've taken time out of their day to come into my stream and talk to me. The least I can do is look at what they're writing and answer them.
It's true.
So, you know, sometimes the old, as you've definitely seen and been part of, 1-bit train sometimes gets in the way of me reading certain things, and I do get I end up sounding like a fucking auctioneer.
I actually love it though. It's one of my favourite things because you don't allow it to affect you. You're just like, yeah, all right, okay, we're doing this. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I think the first time I probably got a little bit flustered with it, with like Kit K, Tony Lee, all winding me up as well. Like when they start going, "Oh wow, imagine not thanking us individually," and then I'm like, "Oh god."
Yeah, and they don't realise that you as a person, that's going to really like get to you,
because I like
you're gonna feel really bad, and they probably do realise, which is why they say it.
I won't tell you now, but I'll tell you after the podcast my trick to being able to actually do it. I'm not saying because then they might try and do something else. So,
oh, okay.
You know, I'll keep that to myself.
But you have got really good at it. Thanks for the 1-bit. Thanks for the 1-bit. Thanks for the 1-bit. And actually, I think what happens now is it doesn't last as long because
no. Do you know what the first time they did it, right? Yeah. I had to turn my alerts off because I stupidly had my alert set at 1-bit, right?
Yeah.
And when I turned them back on an hour later, they were still going. So I had to turn them back off again.
Still going from the previous.
That it was still saying about the 1-bit spam. Like it was still coming up saying donated 1-bit, and I was just like, oh my Jesus Christ! Like, so obviously after that I raised the bit thing to higher than 1-bit. And but now I'm a bit more. I can keep track of it a bit better.
Yeah, because I think I've seen certain other streamers actually raise it so you can't give 1-bit anymore. You can only, I think, the minimum like.
See, 10. I'm pretty sure mine started like that.
Yeah.
And then a couple of people complained that they couldn't just give me 1-bit, so I lowered it stupidly.
But in a way,
it's funny. It's part of the stream, I think, now. To be honest.
And also, you are an antagonist with it because you take it into other people's streams.
Yes.
And you get involved doing it to...
100%.
I've seen you do it to LN. I've seen you do it to multiple people. KBD. Multiple people in multiple streams. The 1-bit war. And there's always someone like me who will go, oh yeah, Bazza's on it. Let's do it. 1-bit.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Because when we did the chat fights, you came in, you were like, donated like 1,000 bits to me. And so what did I do back? I was like, no.
Here's 1-bit.
I did like 200 in ones, I think.
Yeah,
like,
literally.
And then I was like, oh, fuck it, there's another 500. I can't be asked.
Yeah, no more singles.
Because it takes so much time as well.
Yeah.
It takes a long time. We haven't even discussed meat.
No.
I'm so disappointed. And emotes, obviously... The sausage slinger.
Yeah, rip.
One of the greatest emotes that Twitch has ever seen.
Yeah. I'm kind of over it now, I have to admit, since Regan and Kit sorted out my new hot dog emotes. I really like them. And when I first lost the sausage sling animated emote, I was so fucking pissed off. Like, you know how pissed off I
Yeah.
was. I messaged you straight away, like, my fucking emote's been taken down. You know, all these fucking people doing all this shit on Twitch, fucking painting themselves half naked, and I can't have a cartoon sausage, you know. And it was kind of like, it really pissed me off because everybody loved the emote as well. So it's kind of like, for me, it was part of my stream that had been taken away from me. But yeah, since I've had the new ones, like the sausage sign,
the sausage sign gets used
everywhere
all the time, and the rat one.
Yeah, that one's not done by like Kit or Regan though, but like I say, the hot dog ones all were, and then obviously I've got the shooting hot dog as well now.
Yeah.
And since I've had them, I've forgotten about the other one. I'm not really bothered.
Like, it's still on your Discord, though, isn't it? So you've got.
Yeah, but that's just because I'm fucking lazy and haven't taken it off. Like, I can still use it. I paid for it, so I may as well keep it.
I use it. I still use it all the time in everyone's Discord. So.
Yeah, like I've paid for it, so I may as well keep it. Like, why not?
But you're obviously the reason behind the meat is. Well, I know we touched on it earlier. You're a butcher.
Yes.
That is your day job, and that has kind of become the
theme.
Yeah, you've been symbolised as a piece of meat.
Yes.
Basically, juicy. Sorry, I'm getting myself excited. just give myself a little.
That's it. Have a pat down. That's it.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So obviously, as you know, and I'm gutted that the topless days are over for now, and I can't wait until the hot weather returns.
The summer returns.
Because obviously, unbeknownst to Stephen, because he's naive in that sense, thought, I know what would be a good idea. If I stream my top off, because it's really hot, and then basically, ever since he has to stream with the top on, we're still 6 months since we had any hot weather, and he still gets asked every stream to take his top off. Not always by me.
Mainly by you, KBD, and Bazza, for fuck's sake.
And Tony Lee.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Me, Gazza, and Tony, and KBD, we've probably got a problem.
You're the three main culprits that come in. Like, the worst thing is, like, I think Gazza and KBD more so than you, is they won't even have said anything, but their first line will be, "Why have you still got your top on, Stephen?" They don't even say hello to me. That's the first thing they say to me. They don't even say fucking hello anymore.
Yeah. Well, when KBD was playing with you a little while ago, he put it in his stream title, didn't he? Saying, playing with the topless streamer.
Yes,
but
he did.
The mystery about you started, obviously, a while ago when you first met KBD, because I remember when he came back and he was like, I've got a bag full of meat, I've met Stephen today. And then he did not stop going on about how handsome you are. I don't know if you remember. Like that whole stream, he was like, did I tell you I met Stephen and he's really good looking? And so I think everyone was like, oh, Stephen must be good looking.
Well, I hope I lived up to KBD's expectations for everybody.
Yeah, you're all right. Yeah, you'll do.
You'll do.
You're my secret crush eye candy. When Baz is on. That's it.
Always on the second monitor.
Yeah, 100%. Big. I just zoom in on your face. Well, yeah, that is it. About it. Is there any? Oh, I wanted to ask you actually about the future. Have you got any plans? Got anything sort of that you're thinking about you want to do, or anything in particular that you want to get to, a goal reached?
What, for streaming?
Yeah.
I think the main thing I would probably like to do, I would like to get to 1,000 followers, not for the followers themselves, but so I can get a creator code.
Oh, I thought you were say for the bedtime story stream.
No, that's what you want it for. Because I feel like if people keep coming in as they do, and it like the viewers progress with the followers, like they actually progress with the followers, from what people are coming in now to say when I get to 1,000. So say my viewers double, just like
Yeah.
my followers would have to. I feel like I could actually hold really fun customs, and I would love to do that.
Yeah, 100%.
And hold customs every like 3 weeks or something. I would like to do that. Definitely. And you know, it's me, so I'll probably do some kind of like giveaway with it, with the
Yeah.
skins or whatever, like free skins or a fucking V-Bucks card, or you know, just to sort of get people a bit more involved, because I do like to obviously give back to the people that come in and watch
Yeah.
and bother. So you know,
You
that would
definitely do.
probably be that would probably be my main thing. Is I would like to get to that, just to be able to get a creator code to do customs, really. But other than that, I'm happy where I am.
And did you, like, you're a Fortnite OG, you've been playing Fortnite a long time. Have you
Yeah.
played since Chapter 1, Season 1?
I played on the Black Knight season, which I think might be the one after it,
Yeah.
because I've got that.
So, back then, if somebody said to you, in 8, 9, 10 years' time, you're going to have a creator code, what would you have said?
I probably would have said, "What the fuck's that?" 'Cause I weren't around back then.
Alright, sorry, fucking hell.
I would say no, because
Who
there's
put
no
50
fucking way I'm
PB?
streaming.
Yeah.
That's just paying for the Discord call.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I would have been like, I'm not streaming. There's no way that I would get a creator code. I'm not streaming. I would never
Yeah.
do that. Yeah, because I seriously had no intention of ever being in the position that I'm in now. So
And
yeah,
what would your advice be to somebody out there who actually wants to start streaming?
I mean, obviously, I'm still a very new and very small kind of streamer, I guess. But my advice to people that want to start streaming is one, be yourself, because if people aren't there for who you are, then you got to be fake all the time. And I just personally, I couldn't be fucking bothered to do that every stream. So, you know, out of the millions of people in the world, some of them are going to like you. You
Yeah.
just got to accept that, and some of them are not going to like you. You know,
Yeah.
and you need to learn to accept that for a start. Go out and make friends in Twitch. Do you know what I mean? Like, but just be genuine. Don't go out for the sake of trying to get viewers or people to follow you, or just go in somewhere, and if you like it in there, stay in there, be friends with people, and then people will like you and they'll be friends with you too. Like that's there's nothing really more to it. Like, I don't think there's like a secret, or like, you know,
No.
or it's just be genuine, be yourself, be nice to people, and make friends. That's it, really.
Have a camera and be handsome helps as well.
I mean, not everybody can do that, you know. Just saying, me
There,
included.
yeah. I mean, there are streamers, because we talked about this. There are big streamers. Don't get me wrong, who don't have a camera, but I do.
Yeah,
I said to you, because I know we keep touching on this, but before, about the camera situation, is that you and I both agreed when I said it. Like, if I go into a stream, or even actually when I'm going to raid somebody, I take it into consideration. I look at their stream and I see how interactive they are with their chat, and within 5 minutes I know if I'm going to follow and stay there,
yeah,
and try and become part of their community or not. And oftentimes, if they don't have a camera, I'm a little bit more like, you know, because you don't feel as engaged. And
yeah.
I know
I mean, you
we've both
can't.
said this to Dragon, because he's got a camera
Yeah, he needs to.
and he's handsome.
He is a good-looking lad. He is a good-looking lad, definitely.
Like,
Um,
I don't and he's good at Fortnite. You know,
and he's also good at Fortnite.
and he's a good
And
streamer. I think he's so funny.
he's funny. He's funny as fuck.
Yeah, and I think if he put the effort in, we both told him, if he put the effort in, had a stream schedule, did more than 25-minute streams, and and had a camera.
Yeah, literally,
He would do so
could
well.
he would do really, really well, you
Yeah.
know. And I feel bad actually, because I don't think I mentioned him at the beginning. Now that you've said that,
Oh,
but
for fuck's
Dragon,
sake.
I know, but Dragon is also one of the people that I've become very, very close friends with since Twitch.
Yeah, apparently Daniel, he really likes you. Yeah, just didn't mention you at the start. It's fine, mate.
No, do you know what it was when I first met Dragon? Actually, it was quite funny. I thought he was a girl because his name's KT Dragon
Oh yeah.
on Twitch. So I thought he was a girl at first, and I met him basically the same way that I met you in the gifting war.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
What, in KBDs or somewhere else?
No, in KBDs, yeah. And then I see that he streamed, and I went into his stream, and he was playing box fights or something, and he was warming up for some sort of like solo cup or something. And I said to him, "Oh, do you want a proper warm up then?" And he was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "I'll 1v1." And I've never done that before. But because I knew him from KVDs, I was like, "Oh fuck it, it'll be a good laugh."
Yeah.
And then he absolutely shat on me in PGs, but then I shat on him in box fights, so it was fair.
Yeah. I like that.
And then ever since we've been really good friends.
And he is genuine.
He is.
Very similar to you. Super supportive. Probably too supportive.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
he is very supportive of people.
Yeah, of other streamers, and there are so many people on Twitch that are incredible. Like that.
It is, and the more people I meet, the harder it is for me to support everybody all of the time.
Yeah, because you want it, don't you? You meet somebody and you think, "Oh, this person's flipping amazing," and then you hear a little bit about their story and you think, "Oh, even more like endeared to it." And then before you know it, your bank balance is...
Yeah. Pretty much, that is yeah, pretty much.
But yeah. So, we're coming to the end of our podcast now. What happens next is I need you to... You're going to love this bit. Pitch yourself tell us a little bit about Stephenbazza and your stream and where they can find you. And yeah, go from there.
I mean, I'm pretty much, it's just Stephenbazza on Twitch.
PH.
PH, yes. Sort of on TikTok a little bit.
You've started? Yeah,
I started doing some videos, but not many. I'm not on YouTube. I'm not really on Instagram or anything like that, or any other social medias. So yeah, basically just Twitch, Stephenbazza. And if you turn up, I'm probably going to be doing some sort of customs with in creative for people if you wanted to join in. That's pretty much what I do. All words on stream now apparently is number one. So yeah, that's about it really.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Obviously, I was super excited to get you on. I know you were super nervous to do it. How do you feel now?
Very nervous. I still feel nervous. About how it's going to come out afterwards.
No, you've done great. You've done great. Well, thank you so much, mate.
No, thank you for having me on.
I don't know about you, but I thoroughly enjoyed that episode. Obviously, me and Stephen very close anyway, but it was an absolute pleasure to interview him. Such a humble guy, an amazing, incredible human being. Please make sure, if you don't already, go and follow him, Stephenbazza, on Twitch. Absolutely great streamer, funny guy, just all round generally lovely bloke, and he's handsome as well, so you can't really go wrong, can you? So tune in next time, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. This channel really helps us grow. Got loads more podcasts in the works at the moment, so hopefully you'll see us and hear from us again in the very near future. Take care.
Game over.